Namashivaya children, welcome to class 7th history where we were studying about kings and their kingdoms, and we studied about how they took over the Samantas, how the title was given and how they took over the kingdom, and about the taxes also. So let me continue the lesson children. Here we shall study about the Prashastis and Landgrants. So where do you find the information about the land grants? So you can find them in the inscriptions. So the inscriptions of the Cholas in Tamil Nadu tells that more than 400 terms for different kinds of taxes are seen here. Most frequently mentioned tax is vetti. It is not taken in cash, but it is in the form of forced labor. Then kadamai is a land revenue. Then there were taxes on thatching in the house, then climbing on the ladder to palm tree, and access on succession to family property. So you can see here in the image also how they were written down. Let us study in detail about these words. Prashastis are a special kind of inscription. The meaning of this is in praise of. So they are going to praise the people by giving them title. They were composed of learned Brahmanas in praise of the rulers. Who used to compose this? The Brahmanas used to compose this. They used to praise the rulers and write in this, which may not be literally true. They needed money from the king. They wanted to please him. So they used to praise the king and they used to write. But these Prashastis tell us how rulers at that time wanted to illustrate, means they wanted to imagine, or the people to imagine that they are not less than a god. If the king liked these Prashastis, then the Brahmanas who used to come and give them, no? So if he likes, means the king used to give land as gift to the Brahmanas with records of it on copper plates. Kalhanasa was a famous writer who wrote a long Sanskrit poem, Rajatarangini. Rajatarangini means the river of kings. So this is about kings of Kashmir by using variety of sources such as inscriptions, documents, eyewitness accounts, and earlier histories. He was usually critical about rulers and their policies. So you can see here the war that happened for the wealth. Although here you can see every ruling dynasty was based in a specific region, what they used to do, the king used to always try to control other areas also. He was not satisfied that he has only this much dynasty. He wanted other dynasties also. So one particularly prized area, or you can see here that the one city that you are mentioning here or seeing here in the picture is the one of city of Kanauj in the Ganga Valley. It was in Ganga Valley. For centuries, rulers belonging to the Gurjara Pratihara, Rashtrakuta and the Pala dynasties, they fought for the control over this Kanauj because there were threat of the parties, that is the tribe parties which are there in the long you can see here long dream. There were long term conflicts were there. Historians often describe it as tripartite struggle. Why they used to do this? Let us see. Rulers belonging to the Gurjara Pratihara, Rashtrakuta and Pala dynasties, they fought for control over the Kanauj. So we call this as tripartite struggle. Sultan Muhammad of Ghazni of Afghanistan ruled from 997 to 1030, extended control over parts of Central Asia, then Iran, and northwestern of the subcontinent. He raided the subcontinent almost every year, and he targeted mostly wealthy temples like Somnath Temple of Gujarat. Wealthy temples, why they used to target? Because there the kings used to keep a lot of wealth and in the temples, so they always looted the temples. Then he entrusted a scholar called as Al-Birni to write an account of the subcontinent, which is found in the book called Kitab al-Hind. Chamanas, who were known as Chauhans, ruled the region around Delhi and Ajmer. He was restricted in expansion by the Chalukyas of Gujarat and Gahadwalas of western UP. The best known king here was Prithviraj III, who defeated the Afghan ruler Sultan Muhammad Ghazni in the year 1291. So this is about the warfare and Prashastis and land grants by the king. In the next class, I shall continue the lesson, children. That's all for today. Namah Shivaya.